Oh shit! Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Crap. I looked away for like a second. Giant spider. Also, Discord is on. Where'd you go? Where'd you go? Yeah, there's a giant spider crawling around on my ceiling. It was above here. And now I looked away for like 2 seconds to begin the stream, and now I can't see it. Did it go in the fan? Nope, wasn't in the fan. How are you? I bet we're looking in the complete wrong place and it's just like staring me in the face. It'd be really creepy if it basically like you can see me looking at this wall. You can see me looking at this wall, and all of a sudden it's like you just see that would be creepy. Okay, well that's unsettling. That's not cool. It disappeared somewhere above my head. Awesome. I hate that. I hate it when they disappear. I hate it when they disappear. I'm going to be freaked out later by a giant spider. Great. I'm not going to hurt you. Could you come out, please? Yes, I might have just tried to kill you by turning the extractor fan on because I thought you might be in there, but oh, added bonus, my extractor fan is it's stuck on the open position on the outside of the office, and I can't get to it now. By the way, Discord is on, guys, if anybody wants to talk to me without me reading the screen, because I can't read the screen right now because I'm trying to deal with a giant spider issue. I have to put something and poke the extractor fan to get it to shut. What did I use before? I used something before. Did the giant spider go back? It's a big boy. It's a big boy. It's a big boy spider. So that could mean that he's looking for a big girl that's in here. But the thing is that I'm pretty sure there aren't any spiders that big in here. I would have seen them. Where the fuck is he? There's very limited spaces. Actually, there's plenty of spaces that you could hide. Is it wise to put my head right near the wall where there might be a giant spider? Probably not. Probably not. Okay, I give up. I give up. I'm gonna continue with the live stream and pretend like I'm not always checking above my head for Big Spider. No, it didn't work. I tried to fake him out by saying that. He's not on my chair. No, good. Then I sit on it. Yeah, that would be great. Lame. Super lame. I'm turning my back on the wall now. Okay. Uncool. My camera's slightly tilted. That's better. Yeah, if you see anything like around here moving, let me know, please. That'd be great. Just doing another futile, just quick check. At least he's not on the ceiling. I think he's not on the ceiling. There's a smaller spider just there, just about here. About there. No, it's that one. Well, that's a lot smaller. Ugh. I'll just quickly post this to Discord. Discord? Yeah, I'm going to post this to Discord. That's what I meant to do. That's what I meant to do. I got the Sonic music stuck in my head. Do 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 do. Okay, I can see the chat now, so that's cool. I'm copying the link over to Discord. And what's happening? I'm gonna have to look. I'm gonna have to look again. I'm gonna have to look. I sense bullshit happening in that corner. Maybe I should close the extractor fan. That's what I was supposed to be doing. There we go. Discord online. Okay, yeah. If you want to talk to me on voice to voice, then the Discord is open. I want streaming tubs on that channel. Yeah. So how are you guys doing? Nothing. I wonder where the fuck he went. It's on this side. God, that scared me. Big Moth just tried to just hit the window. Yeah. What happened was I was just playing Star Trek Online and trying to get rid of my headache because I've still got a headache. So I was going to do a live art stream or a gaming thing or something, but I just don't have the mental headache-ness, lack of headache-ness thing going on at the moment. so I could not do that. And then also I just saw at the in my corner over there, I saw just suddenly just along the wall, and I was like, oh fuck, I don't have anything in my office that I can basically capture him with that is big enough. So I guess I'm just gonna have to be wary of where he goes. Maybe shoo him out with a mop or something. But yeah, nothing really I can do about it. So I was just paying attention to it and realized that I could not play my game while I was doing that, while I was watching him. And yeah, he almost made it onto the desk, but he went around the window, went back up to the ceiling, all the way behind the TV, all the way on the top of this wall, and then went over here and then up behind my electric box, and then he was just there. And I was just like, fuck it, I'm going to start the live stream because I can at least do that while talking to you guys, kind of, especially since it's Discord Tuesday. And yeah, and then I looked down for a couple of seconds just to type in all of the information and hit live, and then looked back up. He was still there. Looked back down again just to quickly turn on Discord voice, and then looked back up again. And he was gone. And yeah, I'm going to just quickly shut the extractor fan using my special tool of the fly swatter. I know it sounds weird, but this is the only thing that can get inside the fan without breaking the fan to actually like dislodge the extractor fan. No, he's still invisible. Where the fuck did he go? He's probably behind the poster or something. That's a bit creepy. I'm gonna poke the extractor fan now. Oh. Oh, okay. The extractor fan, the panel is broken. Yeah, that's why it's stuck. Of course, that's why it's broken. Okay. Yeah, now it's stopping all the other ones from opening. Oh, fuck. I've had not a great day. Could I please just have something? Could I just have something that works? Okay, this one, I've dislodged it from that one, but yeah, it's coming off. Yep, you may have heard that just now. That was the sound of a extractor fan panel falling down between my office and the wall, which means that I have an exposed section where all the bugs in creation can come through. Awesome. Does all the other panels work? They do not. They do not work still. They are wedged in place. Well, fuck. I don't know how to fix that. I don't think it can be fixed. I think that is fucked. Can only be fixed from the outside, but there's no space in between the office and great. And the spider is still invisible. I think because I'm talking, because they respond to sound sometimes. Because I'm talking, he basically is being quiet. And it's like, oh shit, got to find a place to hide. Great. Isn't life just super? Oh no, my drawing pen. It fell on the floor. So does everything else. Where did my drawing pen go? I swear to God, if I find that giant spider while looking for my drawing pen, where did it go? What the? Where did my pen go? Did it go over here? It's a fun one tonight, isn't it? Seriously, where'd my pen go? Maybe if I sat down, I could see it. It's gone. Where? What? It fell off here, hit the floor, and then did it roll underneath my chair? No. I only have a finite amount of space in my office. I don't know how it could have gone anywhere. Unless it went under the desk, in which case I've lost the ability to do art. Did it go all the way under my chair? Oh, that's helpful. Okay. I've got a torch, but it's blue. It's blue light. Which isn't very helpful for some reason. This is a weird mystery. This is a very weird mystery. I really am that confused. I have no idea what's going on. It's also blue light. Do I have a torch that isn't blue light? Oh, okay. I've got lots of mini torches, but they all seem to be blue light, except for... Just quick spider check. Quick spider check. Giant spider still. It must have gone under the desk. It must have done. Bastard. Emergency torch. Right, it's not over there. I really don't get it. It's just gone. I can't find my art pen for my art pad because it's usually just here, but I knocked it over when I was sitting back down. Oh my god, it's over there. It did this to me last time, I swear it did. Weird noise that the Ford just made. Whoa! Okay. That wasn't a spider. There's a very, very big, what is it called? A grasshopper, I think it's called. Or a locust. Could you just listen to your deal? What did I knock over this time? Okay. You know you're a fat guy when basically you can't move around in your own office. Without knocking shit over. Okay. Now I can read the comments. Even though, again, Discord is open. You can talk to me on Discord as well. Because I am going to be mostly distracted this episode, I think. My pen, my Wacom drawing pen. I normally keep it. I've got a little holder that I made on my desk. But the thing is that it's not perfect, you know. If you touch the pen, if you knock the pen over, the pen holder over, then it will fall off. It will fall off. Creepy, especially since I've got more stuff on my shelf, which is like an anchor point for the spider, so it can actually get onto my shoulder or something. It's very creepy, very creepy. Again, let me know if there's anything moving on the wall behind me. That'd be great. Right, reading the chat. Sorry, guys. Hey, Panafox. You're tired. I get that. I do. I'm tired too, but I can't. I'm not really sleepy. Plus, I ate recently, so I can't actually go to bed yet. Creepy. So creepy. You don't have to call me Daddy Tubbs. You can just call me Tubbs. End the stream so you don't have to deal with the spider because I would. It's okay. It's not. It doesn't really bother me really. I'll continue to play a video game after the stream and stuff. Oh, I really hope that bug isn't going to try to go to. I hope it's not heading for the light because I've got my bug zapper on. I hope the grasshopper. Why do I keep forgetting what that's called? There's a little grasshopper, a very small one. It's slowly. It pinged. It was on top of my fan. I thought, and it shocked me because I was about to put my hand on it. And then it jumped onto the CD stack, which is where the bug zapper is right now. So I'm hoping that it doesn't just jump into the bug zapper, because that would suck. The bug zapper is only there for annoying flies and for mosquitoes. I am going to try to get a Venus flytrap as soon as we're allowed to leave that house. But yeah. That's so annoying about the extractor fan as well, but whatever. Playing hide and seek with things that can't talk. Nothing like playing hide and seek with things that can't talk. They can talk, we just can't hear them. Your pen is missing. It's back. It's fine. What did you eat? I just cheese and crackers, basically. Cheese and crackers. Although it was a lot of them. But yeah, I had Wensleydale with cranberries cheese, poached cheese, and wheaty crackers. They were quite nice. It wasn't as nice as the what is it called? The rosemary crackers. They're really good. Like really good. But yeah, before that, I had I just had pizza. I had tuna pizza. I had garlic and chili pizza tuna on plain cheese pizza, and that was quite nice. So I still think it's going to just randomly crawl on the camera. I don't think that's happened yet. I don't think that's happened yet. That's happened with a fly. For some reason, the flies like the camera. I think that might have something to do with the. It's got blue LED lights on the camera, and I think that attracts the bugs. But I'm not so sure about spiders. I don't think they're attracted by it. But yeah, tuna pizza and potatoes. I made some chips, just salt and vinegar chips, fries to you guys. But yeah, that was quite nice. Sounds fancy. Oh, the cheese, the Wensleydale cheese with cranberries. It's weirdly common now. It used to be that they only used to do it at like Christmas for some reason, but no, now it's just there all year round. It's just there all the time. But yeah, Damon went to do the shopping because you only allowed one person in the store at once. Wow. So one very long hair just decided to escape my beard. It's very hard to see on camera. So it's looking fuzzy on one side and not fuzzy on the other side, which is weird. That sounds delicious. Told the PTA, and Panafox says it sounds gross. Why? Don't you like tuna on pizza? What's so bad about tuna on pizza? Especially when it's like special tuna. I'm shedding. My beard is shedding. I shouldn't do that too much. Every time I do that or I comb it, or try to comb it anyway, because it's hard to do that. It always sheds a little bit. Plus it's summer, so I do shed like a. I really am like a dog. I really am like a dog. I don't like tuna. Well, bummer for you. Is it all fish? Do you like any fish? It's weirdly surprising how, you know, different all the different fish taste, because basically you're like you think, if you think about it like this, you think of like of, yes, there are different cuts of beef, but you think of like beef and it's like, oh, that's cow, you know, pork, chicken, you know, you don't get different kinds of pork and chicken and beef. You get different cuts, but it's basically the same animal. But yeah, with fish, it's weirdly different, isn't it? There's so many different kinds of fish that you just you sometimes you like some, sometimes you don't like others. It's weird. But yeah, I really like tuna. I'm starting to like salmon again. I didn't like salmon just because of the texture. It always had this weird slimy texture to me. I didn't like. Always like cod. Always like cod. Make a good cod pie, which is nice. Which is not an actual pie, but yeah. It's just it's a fish pie. It's just cod, like a. How do you call it? You basically you scoop out the cod from your cod fillet, and then you basically put it into a dish. Add some fish sauce, and then you put mashed potato on top of it, and that's called a fish pie or cod pie because it's cod. But like cod, actually, I kind of like all. I like fish. I just don't like salmon. The texture. Mackerel's pretty good. I had mackerel for. I've got mackerel sushi in my fridge, ready to go. Yeah, I don't like sardines or anything like white bait. I don't know if you know what that is. Fish fillets, but I'm not big on fish. Yeah, well, like I said, it's weirdly large spectrum, you know. I don't like squid, you know. I don't like, what's it called, calamari. I'm not a fan of calamari. That's why, again, that's more of a texture thing. And crab, I'm not a fan of like of crab or lobster or anything like that. It just that just doesn't taste. It's just not tasty. I could eat it, but I would never choose it, you know, as an option. I don't know why. Although I've had fish cakes. I've had Thai fish cakes, and some of that, they have crab in them, don't they? Or are they all crab? I don't know, but yeah. Your video's looking great as always. To me, Tubbs. Yeah, thanks for the how. Well, it wasn't really how. It was just a random doggy noise. You love shrimp though. Oh yeah, shrimp. I like shrimp too. I do like shrimp too. Again, I'm not a fan of the texture, but the flavor always it has its own flavor, doesn't it? So basically, it's like, and it's very subtle. So you kind of have to deal with the texture to get to the flavor. So yeah, but yeah, whenever I'm cooking anything shrimp, if anybody cooks shrimp or anything like that, when you cook your shrimp, no matter what kind of shrimp it is, what kind of dish it is, or anything like that, add some soy sauce. It adds some saltiness without actually without actually being too salty. You know, basically, it doesn't interfere with the shrimp flavor because if you just add salt, then it can interfere with other flavors, and I guess it could as well. Soy sauce could as well with like batter and stuff. But just when you're cooking shrimp, if you're like, you boil them. just add some to the water, just a little bit, not too much, but it just it, instead of salt, it adds way more to the flavor. Frying them, I don't know. But yeah, just tiny cooking tip. Tiny cooking tip. Whenever I've made anything with shrimp, I basically always just add a touch of soy sauce to the mix, and it makes it nice. Makes it nice. My mouth is watering now. Great. Sounds good, Tubbs. I'd like to try that. What the soy sauce thing? There's a smoked salmon cream cheese that I use on onion bagels. It's so good. Yeah, that sounds bad. I don't know why, but that sounds bad. You know, I'm not a fan of salmon. I'm not a fan of salmon mostly because of the texture. I'm starting to like it again because of the flavor. You know, the flavor, for some reason, I never liked salmon. Ever since I was a kid, I never liked salmon. But like when I made sushi and stuff, Damon likes salmon, so I make him some salmon sushi. And yeah, when I'm cutting up the salmon, I basically like I can smell it, and I could taste it once I touched it with my clean hands and stuff. And yeah, it's like the actual salmon flavor I'm starting to get used to. I'm not preferring it still, but every now and again I will next opportunity I will try some salmon just to see if I like it again. But I'm still not a fan of the texture. I don't know. But salmon cream cheese I have heard of. They have it as a sandwich filler somewhere here. Wait, how does that work? How does what work? Also, onion. I'm never a fan of onion. You know, onion rings that are made of actual onions, not the reformed onion pasty stuff that they make into circles. I like onion rings, but only if it's actual onion. For some reason, yeah. Red onions also really nice. Tasting it by touching it. Oh, because I touch it, and then afterwards, before I wash my hands again, I will occasionally lick my fingers. You know, cooking stuff. When you're cooking stuff, you occasionally you touch it, and you occasionally will just your finger. You know, I didn't lick my finger just now, in case it wasn't obvious. But I have a really good sense of smell because of the whole hypersensitivity thing. So I can really smell the flavors of stuff. So yeah. I don't like raw onions. Yeah, I like my onions raw. I prefer my onions raw though. That's the thing. We all have different tastes, dude. It's fine. In like grilled ones. Fair enough. Stop touching the beard, because I end up finding knots, or end up just taking a little strand of it off every now and again. I'm cutting my hair soon. Maybe really soon. Maybe tomorrow. I don't know. But I am thinking about recording the human balloon video. I just don't know for sure about doing it yet, because I was thinking about recording it in the hot tub. But the thing is that I'm just a bit worried that like I'm going to be overlooked. Hopefully not, but you don't know. Just a quick check. Just a quick check. Paranoid now about the stupid spider. gross about the what when you're cooking stuff? Do you never accidentally get something on your finger, and then instead of wiping it off on a tissue or washing your hands right away, do you not just lick it? You know, you never made a cake and then accidentally got some chocolate frosting on your finger or something. Yeah, that'll be a weird one to explain. But yeah, before I get into the hot tub, I was thinking about basically doing a haircut, but I don't know. Honestly, tomorrow I think I might just, if I've still got a headache, because this has been a pain in the butt. I was planning to do a whole bunch of stuff today, and yeah, I've had a headache all day. It's only just gone down to the level where I wanted to do a live stream and stuff, but all day I've had just a random headache. It's just so annoying. I'm nearly running out of aspirin. I think I still got a pack of aspirin left, so that's something. And yeah, if you have ever jumped in a hot tub after, you know, while you have a headache, then because blood is rushing to get you warm and get you cold and stuff like that in certain places of your body, it means that it can make your headache worse, which is annoying. So I didn't do a hot tub today. Excuse me. Yeah, I didn't work out either. I feel really crappy about that. It's weird. After doing a week, just a week or two of like sticking to an exercise regime and then regime, however you say that. After sticking to an exercise plan, pretty strictly, and then not being able to do it because your side hurts, and then it's too hot, and then you get headaches. It's so annoying. It makes you feel really gross about yourself. Every jiggly bit of me is really kind of like starting to piss me off. It's like, but I don't know. I'll be okay. Yeah. I did get some backlash from the whole last stream when I asked about the current situation and all that stuff. That's starting to piss me off more and more every day. There's a social media site. There's called Grommer, and on Grommer they have artwork to just on the backgrounds, just to display stuff on their app and stuff. They have artwork. Yeah, it's just various chubby guys, because it's a chubby chaser, gator feeder kind of community social media thing. There's various ones, like a delivery guy and a fireman, and a police officer. Very cute police officer. But no, they are pressuring the person that did their art. They've taken down all of their artwork. And they're pressuring the person that did their art to basically remove the police officer. Otherwise, they're just not going to show any of his artwork. And it's like, wow. Because remember, guys, all cops are arsehole racist bastards that don't want anything. They just want to kill black guys. That's just all cops want to do. But yeah, so there's that. I was just looking at an well, not really an argument. Some people are like saying that they can't enjoy Zootopia anymore on Discord. You know, I already got this from people who said that they can't enjoy Brooklyn Nine-Nine anymore, and it's like, wow. But yeah, I just didn't like. I just didn't. I also didn't know that one of my friends on Instagram, who's a really nice daddy bear kind of guy, is super SJW because apparently he threw out his leather police uniform and yelled at me because I wrote a comment basically saying, like, you don't have to throw it out. You could give it to somebody like me. He was like, this is a very serious matter. You know, he's like, you just don't understand. I don't want anybody to have this. Nobody should be enjoying this anymore. And it's like, okay. So there's that. And didn't somebody? So I think this was yesterday, but I'm not entirely sure. One of my favorite artists on Fur Affinity has taken down all of his pictures of chunky cop characters that he's drawn, and it's like, so yeah. Routine. What was I saying? I've forgotten what I was saying now. Wow, that's crazy of him to throw it out. I know, right? It must have cost like hundreds of dollars. I'm saying like a lot. It must have cost hundreds of dollars. And if you're not into it anymore, then, you know, personal taste, totally understand. But donate it to somebody, you know? Hell, I would pay for it. I would fucking pay for that. But yeah. I doubt that I don't think he's going to even talk to me anymore. So yeah, that's fun. It's a real shame. Most of it is a real shame because I am almost the right size for it to fit almost perfectly as well. It's just, yeah. I kind of semi-suspect that he isn't, that he's just saying this, that he's saying that he's throwing it out, so that basically he can chuck it into a box somewhere and kind of like only use it in private or wait until the cop hating craziness is over. And yeah. I know, right? None of you guys hate cops, like, right? I mean, sorry, stupid question. I know you guys don't hate all cops. I get it. It's just, it's going to be weird. It's going to be weird going to the bear event. It's gonna be weird going to Vegas in April, and there not being a cop night. Because seeing all of the sexy daddy bears, the sexy Santa bears wearing cop outfits and leather and stuff like that. It used to be one of the main highlights for me, anyway. Sooner or later, it will die down. I'll just avoid the topic of cops for a while. Could you tell that to everybody else? That's literally the only reason why I'm bringing it up. You know, is because it's affecting me. It's annoying. I saw an hilarious argument. Where did I see this? What I think it was like Tumblr or something, and then it got immediately deleted. Yeah, it was Tumblr. Got like immediately deleted, where somebody posted like they posted like their messenger thing or something, but it was like, oh, I hate cops because like they killed some protesters and stuff, and it's like, oh my god, you hate cops. It's like, so you hate all cops now. It's like, yeah, but you know that cops are people, right? And they're like, yeah. So you hate all people? It's like, what? It's kind of like that. It kind of just, yeah, that's kind of what it feels like. No, I would have loved to have seen you wearing the cop uniform. Well, maybe there's going to be some really cool discounts now. Sounds terrible. I don't know. They had a cop night terms. That sounds great. They did. It was always the highlight. It was one of the highlights. It was basically a leather night, but it was like it was kind of like understood that it was kind of a uniform night more than it was anything else, and nearly every single uniform was a cop outfit, and it was very, very nice. I don't know what it is. Santa in uniform. Yeah, that does something for me. I can say that. I would if it had worked, but I'm staying out of it. I would if it had worked, but I'm staying out. See, that's what I mean, Panda. This is exactly what I mean. I'm not picking on you, by the way, at all. It makes people like this, you know. Like I want to talk to certain people, but I can't because all I'm hearing from them is how cops should all go and die and go to hell. And it's like, I want to talk to you about this, but if I talk to you about this, I know that you're going to go off the again. I'm not picking on you, Panda Fox, or anybody here. I'm just saying that I want to talk to certain people about this, but in a civilized way where they're not going to go completely off the handle and accuse me of being racist or biased or anything else, you know. And I can't, because every time I have tried to basically explain that to them, it backfires spectacularly. So yeah, By the way, I did some more research, and yeah, it's. I don't have all the numbers in. I'm gonna shut up, okay? Oh my god. I need another topic. Let's check for the spider again, because that's always fun. Nope, still no Spidey. Hopefully he just went into the extractor fan and then outside and is staying there. Hopefully. I'm gonna say that's what's happening. That's what happened in my head. Even though that's probably not what happened in my head. I mean in real life. Yeah. Oh, I do want to say one thing about the that I have noticed that I found again. I found hilarious when I did manage to engage in with somebody unintentionally because they came to me and talked about it. Okay, I wasn't trying to start anything. Okay, but yeah, they were like, "Why do you like cops so much?" And I was like, they're good. You know, overall, they're a positive. They're a positive force in societies. You know, nations without police forces tend to be kind of shitty. You know, or different kind of not secular police forces kind of again tend to be a bit shitty and stuff like that. It's like, but don't you remember? Don't you? Then they said something like, "Don't you remember the that they're incredibly homophobic and they they hate gay people and they hate all of them are racist and stuff like that." It's like, okay, yeah. I've had friends who are black cops, and I've had friends who are Hispanic cops, and also both of them were gay. Yeah, I'm not saying that racism doesn't exist, and or that it doesn't exist in the police force even. And I'm not saying that homophobia doesn't exist and it doesn't exist in the police force. Again, I've seen Brooklyn Nine-Nine. It's still hilarious. I'm just saying that you can't say that they're all homophobic and they're all racist because their police forces consist of, like, I was going to say homophobes, but that's wrong. Homosexuals of every race and color, it seems. So, yeah. What you're saying is factually wrong. That's kind of what I have issue with. That's it. That's all I'm going to say. So there's another bug in here. What the fuck? It's just a beetle. Is that a bad beetle? No, it's just a beetle. It's on top of my filing cabinet for some reason. Okay. It's such a touchy subject, so no problem at all, Tubbs. Yeah, that's it. I'm done. I'm done with it. I'm done with the subject. I do apologize. Is it the light? Maybe it's the light in here. Maybe it's the bugs up. Maybe it's just the perfect temperature for all bugs to still be out at night. I don't know. Tubbs, if anyone gives you problems about being racist, I hope they watch the stream because Panafox and I are black. So, what? Well, guys, I mean, yeah, you know, I've heard people say that this term in itself is racist, but it's just that, like, I don't really consider race to be a big deal with anybody, you know. It's not the first thing that I even fucking notice, you know, or care about. I just, yeah. The light is all around me, you know. The guy that I went to the guy that I met in Berlin, he was an incredibly huge SJW. He wasn't that big. I'm just saying that he was just very, very into SJW stuff, and yeah, he considered me to be an incredibly white wing kind of. I'm pretty sure he thought I was a racist arsehole. I'm pretty sure that who didn't like weed, you know, who thought I was some right wing racist arsehole that didn't like weed, and it's like, well, you got one of the things right. um, yeah, it's a real shame because every other aspect of that guy was pretty sweet, you know. But yeah, I just he was telling me about how the government in America at the time was like was all corrupt and all shit, and like that you know there's that everything is racist, everything is homophobic, and there's you know America just did nothing right, and stuff like that. And when I basically said to him that, like, yeah, but it has a lot of good points, right? It's like, oh, you don't understand because you just don't understand how it is. You kept telling me that. You kept telling me that I didn't understand. Is that guy gaslighting? Basically, he kept trying to educate me on how America is fucked up and stuff like that. And it's like, I've been to America. I have family in America. I've got friends in America, and you guys are in America, and it's not. I was going to say it's not on fire. Um, and it's not as bad as what he was saying. And yeah, and he was just saying, well, you've never, you know, it's like you can't say that anyway because you've never, you know, because you've never experienced racism or like anything like that. And it's like everybody's experienced racism, you know. It's like, oh yeah, well well like you don't know that because you're just a white guy, and it's like, yeah, I'm an Irish guy. Also, white people have been enslaved at some point in history. You know, every single race has been enslaved at some point in history, and we've all experienced racism at some point in history. It's all a thing. You know, it's can't just call somebody a racist because they don't agree with your particular point of view. You know? Lame. That's just one point of view. Yep. Everyone's got their own. Yeah, when he figured out that basically that would have sounded incredibly narcissistic. That I was as smart as he was, at least, is what I was going to say. He did let off a little bit, but then once we parted ways, we didn't talk to each other apart from him telling me that I can't use any of the footage that we filmed together. So yeah. I haven't heard from him since. It is a shame. Because like I said, he wasn't all bad. He was kind of a sweet guy. Just that, you know. Apparently I'm a white supremacist. Oh my god. Again, I'm gladly accepting other conversations, other conversation topics. That beetle was still on top of my dress. Oh, on my dresser. My filing cabinet. He's just walking along the edge. Maybe he's trying to decide if he should jump. Don't do it, beetle. Oh, I did see a mole the other day. What am I saying the other day for? I saw a mole this morning. They really are just like a tube of fur, aren't they? And inside they've got skeletons and stuff like that have like feet and and claws and stuff. But they really do look just like a bag of just a cylinder of fur that kind of just like has these pokey things poking out of it, and just like, yeah, it was so cute. The sweetest ones can be the biggest arseholes. Yeah. Yeah. Have you thought of anything for this week's topic? The inflatable tubs. It's inflatable. It's inflation week or pump week or whatever you want to call it. Yeah, I'm going to try to do some filming in the hot tub with my battery powered pump, I think, but I don't know how that's going to go. I'm going to try to do it when there's nobody looking over the fence, so that's going to be awkward. But I should be able to do it. At least try it. I'm going to at least try it. If that fails, then I don't know. I'm just going to do a or inflation or something. But if anybody has any other suggestions, I'm more than willing to hear them, honestly. But yeah. What was today also? That was going to be like cooking or something. I've got my schedule. I could just bring up my schedule on this computer screen, but no, I had to open up the file. Yeah. It was supposed to be cooking as well today, but again, I've had no suggestions or any. I still haven't set up anything anyway for that because I have to do that from in my house. I have to live stream from in the house, so yeah, that would be a bit awkward, just a bit. So yeah. Since yeah, plus I had a headache all day. I still do, but it's really minimal at the moment. Just at the back of my he's on my lamp. Also, he responds to my hand movement. That's the beetle, not the spider. Yeah, his antenna stopped when I stopped. It's creepy. Weird. That could be interesting. The filming idea. Yeah. So the delay. I just realised there's a huge delay on here. Yeah, there's something Jeffrey said that hasn't been on here. Oh yeah, there it is. To be fair, you ate before this anyway. Well, I would have filmed it if I had it set up and had the suggestions and did all of the proper planning and stuff and didn't have a giant headache. Then I would have did it live from in the house, because like I said, I'm trying to get the software to work on my other laptop, on my travel laptop, and that way I can actually do live streams from in the house and stuff without taking these computers and moving them into the house, which don't work anyway, because sadly these laptops have been plugged in for so long, and their batteries have just been destroyed. Basically, they only run when they're plugged in, so they can't be used as travel laptops anyway. So when they are plugged in here, it's fine, and I don't want to move them as little as possible. But I only move them anyway when I'm leaving, going on a trip somewhere, because I take all the valuables from in the office and take them into the house. Nope, it's moving again. I don't think a fall from that height would kill him. It's a beetle, so they don't usually die from falls, do they? Some beetles do. I've seen a spider die because it fell off of a roof. So yeah. That was kind of lame. I felt really badly for the spider. I was like, oh no, I should have called it, but then I was like, oh no, because then you would have had a spider on you. Your souls are connected. What, me and the beetle? Nah. Oh, Sorry, I can see it's a big beetle, so it's like I can see his paws, like his feet. They really do look like they've got little shoes on. Some bugs can be cute. Some bugs can be cute. I'm not saying that bug's cute. I'm just saying that basically it's got little tiny feet, and they look like they got shoes on. Anyway, will you take an aspirin after the stream? No, because I'm not going to eat anything. So I'm gonna make myself comfortable. I'm gonna play a little bit of my video game. Just get tired enough. Oh my god, you. Just to get tired enough, and then I'm gonna. I don't know. There are things that do help with headaches and stuff, so that's something. Like my fizzy, or finishing off the pipe I was having today, because it was my cousin's pipe. My cousin, he was a cop, pipe. I was thinking of him earlier. Specifically, I was thinking of the time that he told me that he basically ended up outside with wearing nothing but his boxer shorts because he was blind, because he had stingy eyes, because again, like me, he had stingy eyes, and he's got these wipes that he basically can wipe his eyes with, much like my spray. And I couldn't find my spray because I couldn't see, so I was like, it's on my desk somewhere, I know it is, and it's right here. But yeah, when he first moved to Texas, he had the same issue that I had, only he was in a house that he had only lived in for like a week, and for some reason he just misplaced where he was in the house, and they've got a very small bathroom where he keeps these eye wipes. That was close to the front door, so he ended up going out of the front door. So he was on his front lawn, blind, going like this, trying to find a wipe for his eyes, and it was just a funny story. But yeah. XD? Why XD? Great Talks, will you play Star Trek? I don't know. I'll think about it. Do you have any fizzy? I do now. Yeah, Damon went to the store. So I have my Pepsi Max back. I got my Pepsi Max. Uh-oh. Are you seriously going to crawl into that spider web? There's a spider web that the beetle's going to crawl right into for some reason. Guess it was trying to commit suicide. Just a quick look. Just a quick check. Just check. check. Careful that beetle. I don't think it can. I don't think it's that kind of beetle. I'm kind of confused of how it actually made it all the way onto my filing cabinet. It might have come. It might have come in here on me, because I might have. Because on the way into my office, I have to brush past a certain plant or two, and essentially, that it might have been on the plant, and then it might have accidentally hitched a ride on me or something, and then I have to brush past the filing cabinet to get in here. And yeah, I'm guessing that's one of the ways it could have been in here. That spider might have come in the same way. Who knows? But I think I would have felt that, because it wasn't a small spider. It's, like I said, it's that big. It's not small. That's why I keep checking, because it's, you know, you want to pay attention. When spiders are that big, then they probably can bite you. Although they can't do anything nasty to you. But yeah. Besides bite you. But spiders don't bite because most spiders don't bite because they will not try to. It takes a lot of energy for them to actually use their venom and stuff, and to make their venom and stuff. So when they bite, they only bite in self-defense. And most spiders don't have anything damaging, you know, in their venom to people. There are, of course, the exceptions, and yes, there are like definitely exceptions in the United States. But even then, most of the time, if the spider won't actually bite you, unless you try to kill it, in which case it might. It's like the whole bee thing. That bees, when they sting people, that you know, it's almost a myth, that when bees sting you, they leave in their stinger and then they go off and die. When in fact, a lot of bees actually survive the process, even if they do leave their stinger in you, which they don't always do. Then they will often fly off and it'll be fine. So yeah, it's a weird myth. And yes, their stingers do grow back. It's a weird myth that basically that all bees, if they sting you, then the act of stinging you will basically pull out their guts, because their stingers are barbed, so they will stay in you, and then the muscles that actually are in their guts basically get ripped out with the stinger when they unsting you. You know, when they try to escape you. It's like, yeah, it's a myth. That is generally a myth. You know, that can happen, but most of the time that doesn't happen. Most of the time they sting you and then they fuck off. You know, it's a weird myth, because most of the time when something stings you, like a bee, it gets stuck momentarily and you go, ah, you know, and you kill it. So yeah, or you at least stun it or something, but you damage it fatally usually. So yeah, they don't usually have the chance to basically fly away. So yeah. I read that somewhere. That somewhere that there was the from this guy who basically had been stung by almost everything that can sting you, and everything that can bite you, and he rated it on a scale. It was basically he was one of the people that like tried to dispel the myth about common bees. So yeah. Oh, dude, fuck that. Well, like I said, that's why I was looking for the big. I did kept calling it a giant spider. It was a big spider. It's a pretty big spider. You know, any bigger, and it would have been a tarantula, tarantula. How do you say that? I don't know. A tarantula. Tarantula. That's how you say it. Tarantula. I've got a headache. Okay, give me a break. Hope he left your office. Yeah, I know, right? I hope so too, but like I said, big enough to bite me, and it will probably hurt, but yeah, it will kill him because I will not be able to stop myself from being like, you know, accidentally killing it. Tarantula. Yeah, I got it now. You know, a lot of us have that fight or flight response, and I know it's a slightly like toxic masculinity kind of thing to say, but I am one of the people. I'm usually one of the kind of people who will not flight. You know, I'm an annoying fighter, which has actually caused annoying problems. I'm not saying it to be macho or anything. It's actually caused me a problem where I basically got hit by a car. Very, very lightly hit by a car. I just want to point that out. You know, it wasn't fatal. It wasn't fatal or anything, but you know, a lot of people when danger is approaching or they sense danger or something, they'll get the flight or the fight or flight response. And basically there was a car and it was coming, and you know, it wasn't slow, but it wasn't fast either. I saw it come. I knew what would happen if I basically you know, I had time to dodge it to get out of the way. But for some reason, instead, I was like, absorb the impact, and I basically assumed brace position, you know, instead, and then it hit me, and I was on the bonnet. But I was, you know, I was just on the bonnet. It didn't hurt me or anything. It was just kind of like, it was like, I'm such an idiot. I could have just moved. You know? But yeah, there was a thing in school. There was a thing in high school. There was actually a thing in high school where somebody was like there was a big bully guy. There was one of the bullies in school was chasing after some other kid, and basically I had stepped into it was a cross section of one of the hallways in the school, and basically I had stepped into his path after, you know, I was just like looking, you know, somebody ran past like through the cross section, and I stepped in and kind of like looked, like saw him running, and then turned back, and then I saw the bully like coming full pace at me, and he was like, he kept saying, move, and I was just like, no. And I kind of did the same thing, like with the car. Instead of, I could have easily just dodged him, but instead I stood my ground, and we both ended. You know, he collided with me, and I fell on the floor, and he fell on the floor, and it was just like he blamed me for not getting out of his way and stuff, and it was just like, it was a weird super. It was just a weird kind of like, you know, super decisions that you have to make. It was like, I kind of like addressed the situation real quick, and I could have, I had the fight, I had the flags going up in my head of like fight or flight, and it was just like, fuck it, you know. But no, that happens to me. So yeah, if I basically, I'm bringing this up because this is why I try to warn spiders, at least, that if there's a spider and it surprises me by being right in my face or right in my general vicinity, then there's a chance, a real chance, that instead of like getting out of its way or just jumping backwards or something, I squish it. You know? And that would be bad, because then I'd feel really guilty about it. Why you 1v1 a car? I didn't do it on purpose. I didn't do it on purpose. You know, if I had more time, of course I would have gotten out of the way. But it was just like, it was just the kind of like, you know, one of those quick decisions. Like, a car's coming at you, what do you do? It's like, I dodge. Yeah. But the car's coming at me, what do you do? You got like 1 second to react. It's like, I just got hit by a car, didn't I? See, now I'd probably be running top speed to get away from the spider. Yeah. It's, yeah. You know, there's those pranks where people used to, I think most people have gotten out of this habit now. But, you know, where people would jump out of what you would call trash bins, or just a bin, or trash cans or something, where they would just like be, you know, they jump out to surprise somebody, to scare them and stuff like that. And you'd see clips on like on foul YouTube and stuff like that, foul videos of people failing to scare people because they scared them, and then they get the fight or flight response. And a lot of people's reaction to basically somebody jumping out of a bin is to punch that thing. And it's like, yeah. And I've got the bad feeling that I would be one of the people that I would feel super guilty about it, but I'd probably hit you if you did that. Yeah. Oh my god, no, that happened. That actually happened. That actually happened. Sorry, I just that happened to one of my friends who thought it was hilarious to kick me in the shins because we were playing rugby one day. At school, we were playing rugby. I was in the rugby team, and we were playing rugby. And he found my weakness was to kick me in the shins really hard. I had shin guards on to basically. Yeah, because he was smaller than me, and he was more faster than me. So basically, he could easily do that to get around me, essentially. And yeah, but once he started doing that, he didn't stop after rugby, and all day he had been kicking me in the shins. He'd been not hard, but hard enough to basically annoy the fuck out of me. And yeah, I was walking to the basketball court because that's just where we hang out, and occasionally we'd play basketball. I was walking to the basketball court, and all of a sudden he jumped out of a tree, from behind a tree, and was going in for the kick. He jumped out, looked down, and then started moving his leg, and immediately I punched him in the face. I was like, dude, I'm really sorry. You can't just jump out of people. I didn't hard punch him. I do want to preface that it was very, very, very much a reaction, because I was like adjusting the strap of my backpack or something. So it was more of a swing, It was more just like a thing. It wasn't really a punch. But yeah, I did recognize all of these things happening in almost slow motion, and saw myself do the swing without even thinking about it, instead of just like dodging him or whatever. But yeah, it was just. But I punched him. I did knock him over, but it was more of a surprise. I wasn't like, I'm not going to say that I knocked his lights out or anything. I basically just, it was, yeah. But I remember for the rest of the day, for the last period of the last 2 periods of the day, essentially, I kept thinking to myself, "Oh my god, I feel so bad. Oh, he's not going to be my friend anymore. This is terrible. What have I done?" Because he was my friend. He used to be my friend. He used to go swimming with me all the time. I think we went mountain boarding once. I know we went to a caravan park together. Sorry, trailer park, because that's where we went on holiday. Road trip, vacation, whatever you want to call it. But yeah. Yeah, he was a not bad friend. Anyway, apart from this one day in which he tried to kick me in the shins all the time. But yeah, I kept trying to think of ways to basically make it right between us. And for the rest of the day, all I could think of is like, okay, well, to save our friendship, I basically came up to him and I was like, to preserve our friendship, I'm really, really sorry. I do want to say that. It was just a complete, straight up reaction from me. I didn't know what was going on. I'm sorry, but if it would help, you could punch me in the face. You just punch me in the face. And I was totally ready to be just punched in the face, just really hard. I don't know what I was thinking, but I came up with this. I kept coming up with this. And I felt, like I said, I felt terrible about it. But no, he just he basically said, "Dude, it was fine. It wasn't even that much of a punch. It was fine. It was okay." I was like, "Okay, so we're cool." And he was like, "Yeah, we're cool." I think it's because he didn't want to lose free entry into the swimming pool. Like he realized that he didn't want to be my friend anymore, but kind of had to if he still wanted free stuff from the tuck shop, because I ran the tuck shop. And also I worked, I was working towards being a lifeguard at the pool. So basically I had a free pass, a free +1. So on weekends, basically, I'd let him use my free pass. So yeah. Anyway, weird long story, but yeah. Vibe checked. Well, he got just what he deserved, Tubbs. Well, that's what I mean, though. I kind of, at the time, I remember my exact, reference and frame of mind and stuff at the exact time that I hit him. At the exact moment of impact of the back of my fist, because, like I said, it was more of a swing than it was a punch. It kind of It was more of a, you know, like the exact moment of impact. I was thinking, like, oh, you bastard, you deserve that, you asshole. But immediately after it had happened, I was like, holy shit, what the what the fuck did I just do? You know? I think that was around about the same time that basically I you know, it was that year that basically I hospitalized. Oh, hospitalized one of my best friends at the time. So I can't remember if that was before or after, but yeah, I do feel like there was some kind of like, I could imagine him telling somebody, like one of our mutual friends or whatever. It's like, dude, I'm gonna, you know, I've been kicking this guy in the shins all day, and you know, I'm gonna go hide behind the tree while he comes when he comes over, and and this will be really funny. I'm gonna kick him in the shins again. You know, just I'm gonna jump out and kick him in the shins, and like just imagining some of our mutual friends being like, I don't think you should do that. I think that's a bad idea. It's like what? I mean, you know, it's like it's his weak spot. It's like, yeah, um, yeah. I wasn't meaning that. I mean, I don't think it's a good idea for you. Like, are you kidding? Remember what you did to Tony? That, yeah. It's almost like the that Batman scene, you know, where that guy goes in to basically demand shit because he found out that the true identity of Batman, you know, that Batman's Bruce Wayne and stuff. So he goes to Lucius Fox and is like, it's like, I want like $1 million every day or whatever. And Lucius is just like, he's like, so you found out that your boss is a vigilante that beats up bad guys at night, and you want to blackmail this person? You know, I kind of feel like there was that kind of conversation that happened immediately before this idiot decided to do this to me. It's like, so you're gonna kick a guy in the shins, even knowing what he did to Tony like 3 weeks ago, and you're gonna kick this guy in the shins? It's like, are you mental? So you're gonna go up to the biggest guy in the rugby team and physically assault him. Okay. You kind of get what you deserve. Crazy people, crazy. That's what you were a lifeguard subs. I was. Yeah. I was in training. I'm trying to remember. I was trying to get my timeline straight the other day because somebody asked me, you know, what were you doing in this particular year, you know, and I was like, I don't actually know. I think I was in high school. I think I was in high school. Yeah, high school. I was like, what was I doing in high school at that time though? Because like, I've been working since I was like 15. You know, since I was like 14, 15. Well, actually, I've been working since I was 12. If you want to count work as since I was like 12, because I did the paper route thing. I was a paper boy. Didn't do it on a bike. Just had a bag, newsagents, papers. But the paper boy thing wasn't really a issue. It wasn't really a thing here in the UK. They don't seem to have cared much about doing the paperboy thing. Not a lot of people wanted their papers delivered to their houses. I mean, I understood why. I kind of get it, but at the same time, it's like somebody wanted their papers. So yeah, there's a whole thing. There was a whole thing that basically my brother. You know, I used to sympathize with my brother so much because he used to be very jealous of the fact that I had more money than him. You know, when I was younger than him, you know, he used to say to my parents all the time, "Can I have more?" You would call it allowance, but we call it pocket money for some reason. You know, can I have more allowance? Because you know, it's like because he got when he was young, he was my age. He got more money than I did. And I was, and then my parents would always be like, "Yeah, but he also had a job. he also did stuff. You know, he also had a job. He worked for his money. You know, because like I would do chores. I would do some gardening for my parents and stuff, or I would help my mum with gardening, and yeah, I'd do the dishes and all that stuff. And also I had a paper. I had the paper round and stuff. But by the time my brother got to the age that I would have been when I had the paper round, they'd actually stopped doing it because there was no, you know, there was no reason to do it in our local area. And even when he wanted to do it, he actually did try to get it to get a paper round. I was going to say not in the next town over, but in the next neighborhood over and stuff, because he had a bike. You know, he had a little push bike that you could just go over there and do it and stuff. And it wasn't that far away from the house, so yeah, wouldn't have been that big of a deal. But yeah, like they had already got a paper boy, and they weren't looking for another one because frankly there wasn't much call for it. But yeah, it's just that they just stopped doing it. I was the last paper boy of my neighborhood. So yeah, it's kind of weird. But yeah, my brother never had a job until he joined the army, I think, because he couldn't find other work. So but yeah, I was a paper boy. Then I was unemployed because I was in school. But when I think it was when I was 14, I went and did some life-saving classes, which is basically you get your life-saving certificates, your life support, your medic like certificates and stuff, so that you can be a medic and everything. Only it was a lot of it was pool stuff. You could be a lifesaver. And yeah, they'd even have competitions and stuff. So it was kind of like it was kind of like a really cool swim class, I guess. I don't know. You got to get bricks off of the floor of the pool and stuff, and it was a really deep pool, and it was awesome. So yeah, I used to do that, and it was just a bit of fun. But after I did it for a year, I went to. I basically said, I've done this for a year. Could I potentially do more? Could I be part of the club? Could I be actually a member of the club? Because they they taught adults as well. And I was like, I mean, they were like, sure. And I basically was trading with adults then, and one of them was was currently the lifeguard at the pool, the pool that I did that in. So by 15, I was already I was a teacher's assistant, I guess, in the life saving stuff. And also by 15, I was already in kind of like a training program for being a lifeguard. So I did that, and also when I was 15, that's when I started working at the school, because my aunt, she ran the youth club that was attached to the school, because they used to have a youth club for some reason. Yeah. And yeah, basically I needed some money for something. I can't remember what it was exactly, but I wanted some money to buy something. I think it was a games console. I think it was a GameCube or something. I don't know. It was something stupid like that. It was either that or it was parts for a computer or something. I don't know. But yeah, so I worked at the tuck shop. I worked at the tuck shop in school. And the tuck shop is basically where you can get like just chips and snacks and stuff like that. But we also sold school supplies and drinks, and it was basically the little shop. It was just a mini shop at the school. So yeah, I used to run that during some of my breaks and some of my lunch times. And yeah, and by the time that I was 17, it was either 16 or 17. I was actually a lifeguard at the swimming pool as well, which I did do as well after school, and during college for a little bit. By the way, I think I left doing the lifeguard stuff because it was incredibly boring, and you basically are a janitor, because you're the only ones that are safe. You're the only ones that you can't. The janitors that they wouldn't go onto the actual pool area because health and safety, they weren't allowed. If they fell in the water, then they could potentially drown. Stupid. So essentially, you had to, as a lifeguard that worked at a pool, you had to do all of the cleaning. And because the changing rooms for this particular pool were connected to the pool area, we had to clean up the changing room as well. So it was kind of bullshit. Plus, I found pay was better at the Burger King, and so my first proper full-time paying job was working at the Burger King. So yeah, I know that you didn't need any of that information. I'm just saying. So yeah, I've been working for a long time. So my mouth has gotten super dry. Exactly, the money you made was well earned. Exactly, yeah. And my brother didn't understand that ever, and it was kind of annoying because I'd always do stuff to be nice to him, and well, he's a douchebag. So what are you gonna do? That's not cool of them at all of them for having you do that at the pool. No, from what I understood this for a year basically. I figured that I heard that one of the other lifeguards, he was leaving to basically go work at another pool and stuff, and I visited him at that pool, and it seemed to be the same situation. So from what I gather, um, all lifeguards have to deal with that kind of bullshit because of health and safety. You know, they can't have janitors working around a large pool of water that could be dangerous to them. And I get that. You know, that's not that big of a deal, you know. I did think to myself that it was kind of funny because you can actually have they used to do a thing where the lifeguards will be literally just trained as lifeguards, and if the janitors had to clean up they had to do their cleaning, they could actually clean up by the pool if the lifeguards were on duty, and could basically like supervise, just be there while they're doing cleaning, so that if they did fall into the water or had an accident of some kind, then basically the lifeguards would be there to help in case anything happened. But apparently that was too degrading or something, because essentially the lifeguards were just paid there to stand there while the janitors did all the work. Also, it was more cost effective to basically only pay one set of people to do both jobs. And to be completely honest with you, it made things a little bit less boring, because otherwise you are just standing there. You are just standing there waiting for some bad shit to happen. So it makes sense. You're just standing there looking at the water. There's only so long you can do that before you go nuts. The particular pool that I was working at, it didn't have any music, and you weren't allowed to listen to any music in case you heard somebody in danger. So yeah, I get it. It's not it. It wasn't bad. It was kind of stupid, but it wasn't bad. I didn't hate it or anything. It's just that if I'm going to get paid to do two jobs, then I'd rather be paid as an adult to do both jobs. And they weren't paying me. They don't get paid a lot. I mean, you get paid a lot to do nothing, I guess. Most of the time it is getting paid to do nothing. And you do get perks. But the pay that I was getting, I don't remember how much it was, but the pay I was getting was just was below minimum wage at the time. And when I heard about the opportunity, when I heard that my that a Burger King, the closest one to my house, which was still pretty damn far away, that Burger King was hiring, just because I was over there, I was like, wait, they're going to pay you that much? Really? So I was like, yeah, I'll do that instead. I can't do fast food places. Do you mean go to them or work at them? It wasn't that bad. It wasn't that bad, but I did find that it was really irritating. If you made one simple mistake, then and somebody saw, then it would basically, unless it was my manager, uh, they would go nuts and would not let you up. Would not shut up about the mistake you made for the rest of the night. And it was like, oh my god, you know, that was the only thing that was bad about it. Not anything huge mistake either, but yeah, because they'd all be telltales, you know. They'd all be telltales. I get why. I get why though. It's because if I made a mistake, just a simple one. I'm not saying like oh, I put rat poison instead of burger meat in some guy's burger. No. If I forgot the lettuce or something when I made somebody's burger, I wasn't on food prep a lot anyway for this exact reason. Then the customer can complain about it, and then they could potentially get a free meal, which would cost them money and stuff. And I don't know if my manager was mostly the night manager or what, but I've got a feeling that they had a lot more stricter manager before I joined the team. I think because they were on that like a hawk, and they would not shut up about it for the rest of the night. If you just forgot one thing in somebody's burger or something, you know. And it was just annoying. That was annoying. And my friends coming in and thinking that they could get free food, and people messing with me. People would mess with you all the time. But you know, that's just a thing. Makes sense, Tubbs. Go where the money is. Well, yeah. It was that I didn't get any free food. I didn't get any free food. We got a discount. The hours were more flexible, and I could basically I could basically go to college while I was there. So you know, why couldn't you? Why did you have a bad experience or something, Petafox? I just hate working around cooking. Plus, most fast food places are filthy. I get it. I do. Our one was nice and clean. You know, it was clean, but it was messy. If you know what I mean. You know, it was a very small back area to the food prep places and everything. Well, it was very small for some reason, but the actual restaurant itself was huge. So yeah. Hmm? It's a nice one, yeah. This is my cousin's one, remember? Apparently it was his new favorite. So yeah. And it's one of my new favorites as well. I'm just trying to get around the sadness part of it. Definitely suits the beard. Oh, Bertie. I do miss him. But then again, you're going to miss people that you leave. I think it's time to go. Wow, I've been on for 2 hours. That makes sense. I think it's time to go. I'm going to finish this up properly and finish my Pepsi, and then I'm going to go to bed. But it's been nice talking to you guys. I'll turn off Discord now. There we go. And yeah, I'll be back on tomorrow. What did I say tomorrow was? I've got the file right here. Yeah, any wardrobe, any looks that I should go? It's Wardrobe Wednesday and Wiki Wednesday. So yeah, I can do those ones even if I've got a headache. So yeah, I might do a Tubs in the Tubs live stream as well, but I'm not sure yet. We'll see how that goes. I might just have a hair, do my hair cut and my beard trimming, and then jump in the shower instead of trying to get in the hot tub. I'm not sure yet. Anyway. Very wubs. And Bully Salute. Wouldn't that be freaky if there was like the spider just like there? Jeff, I know you can't see me, but you could have come onto the chair just moved. That would sound good. I don't think the chair's supposed to move back like that so much. Oh my god. So the grasshopper is on the ceiling. Weird. Yeah. Right. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a good one. Cheers.